kicks the shit out of people's knees.
I loved John Jones when he was me in Glover Teixeira. Watching him and Cyril Gahn just on the cage, he just was like, check this shit out.
John side kicks the shit out of people's knees, and it'll fucking scare you because it makes your leg hyperextend. It'll blow your knee out.
Mean.
It's mean.
I loved John Jones when he was me in Glover Teixeira with that overhook. Remember that overhook that he had on the shoulder?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Mean. Elbows.
How about Thiago? Thiago had to get 2 knee surgeries, both knees.
Guillotine
were
with
blown
Machida.
apart.
As soon as he goes
when
out.
put him to sleep, just dropped him. Yeah. Well, his run in the light heavyweight division was unprecedented.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Literally created for human combat.
Yeah.
His body looked insane. Small torso with limbs coming out. It looked insane. If you saw his silhouette, looks insane.
Strong mentally, for sure.
Mentally.
Yeah.
And clever.
Yeah, we just have to see him back. John Jones versus Stipe, Madison Square Garden, November.
Also, no disrespect to Stipe, but I don't want to see that fight that badly.
I feel like you got to give Stipe one more shot. I feel like the guy's been strung around for this long. If you want to respect the history and the lineage of the UFC heavyweight championship,
you're right.
He's the most accomplished UFC heavyweight of all time. He defended the title more than anybody.
The greatest heavyweight in the UFC, right? This fight set up, John Jones gets hurt. Not his fault. He has to wait and go back into fucking training camp again. He was training. So do I just yank it away from Stipe and say, hey, go fuck yourself and sit on the sidelines for 2 more years? Or you know what I mean? If I did that, you guys would be like, oh, you fucking disrespected the greatest heavyweight ever. And you know what I mean? So would the fucking fans. So I should just shit on Stipe because John got hurt and not make the fight that he was already supposed to fight.
Also, you know how much damage Stipe has taken in his career.
Jesus
so many
Christ.
fights
Jesus Christ. And Stipe hurts him.
There it is. He hit him with that left hook and really hurt him there.
Yeah. But Stipe also hurts him. Stipe also hurts him. Look at this. Bing.
Right there. You
And now Stipe goes, oh.
And he thought he had it, so he moved in.
The neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thought he had him when he landed that right hand. Apparently, he's gained a bunch of muscle. Stipe has. He's been lifting a lot. For me, when I look at an older fighter like Stipe, who's a legend, I say, that's kind of what I want. I want a guy to take a long time off in between a bad KO. And then, no one's more disciplined than that guy. He's a very disciplined, dedicated fighter. That's why he was the most successful UFC heavyweight champion ever. He's also 40-something years old, right?
42, I think, even.
Okay, so if you just look realistically at natural athletes, when they get to that age, you have concerns. Like, how much of their performance...
Did you know that? You can watch all fighting and boxing pay-per-view at no extra cost. On FluxVIX.com, you can access to 1,000 live channels plus the last list. Movies and series at a fraction of the cost of regular services. For more information, go to FluxVIX.com or scan the QR code on the screen.
Their performance do they have left? And it varies, but it does last longer as a heavyweight. I just feel like as a fan and as a person who respects the sport, you got to give Stipe a shot.
Okay, yeah.
Especially when he was supposed to fight John and then John tore his shoulder.
See, with me, it's just like if it's a classic thing it's the mean quote that Don King used to have, that when they asked him why he was like ripping off Mike Tyson, he was like, you gotta keep the lion hungry, Oh
God. Imagine that's your justification for stealing money.
I know. But Mike Tyson fought 6 times that year, so.
That's true, right. That's true, but that is for some of those guys. That's what they need.
Not some. It's as soon as, because I was a big Conor guy, SPG, the lineage. We had a connection,
The connection.
And as soon as Conor started getting rich, I was, as soon as John Jones got rich, all of us, I'm at home. Let me guess, never gonna see you.
I don't think that's what happened with John. With John, there was a bunch of other factors.
True.
Lifestyle.
Absolutely, and that's why that Stipe fight is also exhilarating. Of like the traditional family guy in the gym, and then the other guy who's fucking
the greatest psycho that's ever.
And I love it, dude.
I like that fight. I think John Jones and Tom Aspinall is an interesting fight because Tom is a big, fast heavyweight. He's a fucking powerhouse, man, and he's big. He's big as shit, and
big as shit.
If you look at fights where John has had difficulty, some of them have been like really elite strikers, like He had some difficulty with Lyoto Machida before he got a hold of Lyoto.
First round, Machida.
He had some difficulty with Dominic Reyes.
Absolutely.
Dominic Reyes, some people even thought he lost that fight.
Absolutely. Even Thiago Silva, not Silva,
Santos.
Santos.
That's the guy who would kick both his knees out.
Yeah.
But that was a split decision.
Yeah, and even there, Thiago was, even though Thiago was hectic and temperamental in his exchanges, not like a refined striker.
But he's just super dangerous, though.
It created problems for Jones still.
Yeah. That fucking sledgehammer that dude has tattooed on his chest, that's for real.
But also with Aspinall and Jones, every time people say, dude, watching him and Cyril Gane, and all respect to Cyril Gane, but he never felt anything. It was a made-up guillotine, even just on the cage. He just was like, check this shit out.
But as long as he gets a hold of your neck and he's doubling you up in that position where he can press his chest on your head, that's, with a guy like John, with his kind of squeeze, that's horrific. A guy like Cyril Gane that's only been grappling for like 5 years, you're going to get strangled.
It's just that even with John Jones, the heavyweight division has always been a shallow division due to the reason of people being just that size of humans. There's a very small percentage.
Did you know that? You can watch all fighting and boxing pay-per-view at no extra cost. On FluxVIX.com, you can access to 1,000 live channels plus The Last of Us, movies and series at a fraction of the cost of regular services. For more information, go to FluxVIX.com or scan the QR code on the screen.